Welcome back. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis requesting a March 4th trial date for President Trump and the 18 other defendants in the 2020 election case. Now, that date is just one day before what's called Super Tuesday, the busiest day in the Republican presidential nomination process. Meanwhile, special counsel Jack Smith is proposing Trump's trial to be on January 6th. That should start in January 2nd of next year, just weeks before the Iowa caucus and a month before the Nevada and South Carolina primaries. Joining us right now is former FBI Special Agent Nicole Parker. Nicole, it's great to see you. Thanks very much for being here this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, Maria.
And we talk all the time about your story. You left the FBI. You were a special agent there, but you saw the winds shifting at the FBI. What are your thoughts on the FBI's role in stopping Trump?
You know, this is a country where we're supposed to have law and order, and it should be based on facts, not political persuasion. And I just think over and over, we are seeing the criminal justice system being weaponized, and a very strong and aggressive investigations into those that hold certain political views more on the Republican and conservative side, but then those on the opposite end almost get a pass and they almost turn a blind eye. But Maria, thank you to the whistleblowers, both from the IRS and the FBI. These are noble and brave and courageous FBI agents who are coming forward, and they are speaking the truth. They are upholding their oath to the Constitution, and they are letting the American public know what is actually happening.
Yeah, I mean, the Fulton County Clerk of Court's office is now admitting to posting the Trump indictment online hours before a grand jury actually voted to indict him. Watch this.
I am human. I did a work sample in the system, and when I hit save, it went to the press queue. It wasn't an official document. It wasn't official charges. It was the dry run. It was a work sample. It was fictitious. It wasn't real. It didn't have a stamp on it. We just wanted to be transparent.
Yeah, so, Nicole, they're still calling it fictitious, even though the charges were exactly the same as the actual indictment. Your thoughts?
You know, that's semantics. It's not fictitious. There's nothing fictitious about it. It was exactly the same thing, other than the fact that it didn't have the stamps and the seals on it. And for them to come forward and say, you know, I did that in error, I appreciate the honesty. But, you know, they were so eager to get that posted. You know, I wish that in all of my investigations that I conducted while an FBI agent, I wish that they were as aggressive in getting things done. I thought it was interesting that they had, again, and this is the DA, this is not the DOJ and FBI, but we're seeing it across all criminal justice systems. They had an 11:30 press conference on a Monday evening. What was the necessity of that? And the fact that it was so important that this information was ready to be posted immediately. You know, you want to go back to motive. You want to think you've got the court of public opinion in this country, because this is an election that is at stake right now. Yeah. But when I run my cases, I want it to be the court of criminal proceedings, and that should be it. But that doesn't seem to be the case in this instance.
Yeah, I mean, new Fox News polls find nearly 40% of voters believe that Joe Biden did something illegal when it comes to his son's business deals, while 34% said that he did nothing seriously wrong. You've got another poll that says 50% of voters say that Hunter Biden did something illegal when it comes to his foreign business deals. That number up 13% from February. I mean, Kaylee, jump in here, because the fact is we've got 4 indictments on President Trump in the middle of all of this information from the House Oversight Committee, where we're looking at bank records that indicate millions of dollars that Joe Biden and family took in through 20 shell companies.
Well, and it's the deliberate slow walking of the Hunter Biden investigation that has somehow taken years for them to put together. Meanwhile, Fani Willis can ask for a 6-month expedited trial of Donald Trump. Yeah, give me a break. But Nicole, I want to get your take on this. One of the interesting things that Fani Willis said during her press conference on Monday was she refused to answer a question about whether she was working directly with special counsel Jack Smith regarding his indictment of the former president, considering that the two cases are very, very similar in what they're charging. Do you think that there is cooperation between those two offices? And if so, what is the significance of that?
That's a very important question. I was watching that as well in the press conference. Look, if the answer is no, I was not, then you would just say no. The fact that you don't answer it, that's very indicative. You know, as an FBI agent, we look at how people answer the question. I think also, you know, this DA and the special counsel, to think that there was no coordination, what are the chances that there's, across the board in all of these, 4 indictments just happen to come one after another within a 4-month time frame? I can tell you, as a former FBI agent, I have charged cases federally in the Southern District of Florida, and the same defendant was being charged in another local jurisdiction Of course I reached out to that local jurisdiction out of respect to not step on toes, and to say that there was no coordination, in my opinion, I'm just not buying it. And I think that the timeliness of this, the prosecution is asking for speedy trials. I think it's important to note a speedy trial is a defendant's right. And as a former FBI agent, I was never asking for the speedy trial. That's the defendant's right. I wanted as much time as possible to prepare for my prosecution, but yet they're asking, let's get this done as soon as possible. That's because there's an election coming up, in my personal opinion. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. This is a voluminous discovery. Multiple motions are going to be filed. But Americans are smart. They see this. Why would all of, the DA's office and the special counsel are all pushing for a speedy trial? That is basically unheard of.
Yeah, that's a great point, especially since that's supposed to be what the defendant would ask for. But Nicole, let's get back to that point that you just made about how voluminous this is. How long would you expect these trials to take to play out, given the motions that will be filed, the discovery process that is going to come, depositions, etc.? Can you even consider that you're going to see 4 trials with all of that within the scope of a year before the presidential election?
My personal opinion, absolutely not.
I don't think so. Yeah, exactly.
And let me explain. In the federal system, there are no depositions. In the local and state systems, there are depositions. But aside from that, just looking at the DA's case alone, that is 19 defendants. That is a lot of defendants. My personal opinion is that they are trying to get those defendants on board, as many as they can, to flip on the others. These are expensive legal charges that these individuals are going to have to pay excessive legal fees. The faster you get to the table and you potentially sign a plea agreement, the lower your legal fees are going to be. These people cannot afford to be drained financially with these legal fees. That's an important point to look at as well. But no, I just don't see how that's actually possible with the motions, with the number of defendants, with multiple cases going at once. I mean, that would not, I just don't see that happening. Yeah. Realistically, I don't.
Florida Congressman Byron Donalds said a similar sentiment to me the other day when I had him on the show, and he said the whole strategy here is to bleed Trump dry of money so that he's unable to have a competitive stance in this election. Nicole, it's always great to get your take on all of this. Thanks so much.